It's Shane Watson for Pissy Sports. I'm lucky enough to be joined by Tom Little. How are you, Tom?
Good, thank you, mate. Good, thank you.
Good day in the gym today, yeah?
Yeah, good day. Another good day in the bank. Closing down a fight I've been waiting for a long time. So, yeah, very excited.
So what do you make of Tom Dallas as an opponent? Obviously you've shared a ring with him before many years ago in a prize fight. Not really a fair way of assessing how this fight's going to go, obviously the 3-round fight, but what do you make of him as an opponent?
Listen, I don't look at him no different than anyone else. I'm not overlooking him because he's a big man, he can hit. This fight means so much to me for so many personal reasons that the devil himself ain't going to beat me on the 11th. So whether it be Tom Dallas, anyone at the top, for what I'm putting behind me on that night, is what I'm saying. I'm in a good place. And the thing is, I'm not a free fight novice now. I'm an accomplished fighter. I've learnt the hard way. I've got the scratches on my record to prove it. But I'm a better fighter than what Tom Dallas is, and he's going to find out. And everyone's going to be very shocked, and they're going to see the work me and Ben's been putting in. This ain't no joke. We're not here to play games. We're not here to mess about. I'm here to make some serious movement in 2017, and yeah.
Obviously you're a lot more experienced now. You had your 10-round fight, very close fight against Akinade. There's only about 2 rounds in it really, into his favour. That was a Southern Area title shot as well, so obviously you're going into another Southern Area title shot. Do you think that experience is really going to help you into this fight as well?
Oh, of course it is. What I learnt about myself, what I gained in that fight, in abundance. So much. You're forgetting I went from being a 4-round fighter to fighting 10 rounds. No halfway. I was lost out of four round. Didn't know what I had. I was making mistakes that I know I wouldn't make now. But trust me when I say this fight ain't going 10 rounds. It is not going 10 rounds. I'll be shocked if it goes 5. I'm training for 10 rounds. You've seen me tonight. I'm fit for 10 rounds. But it ain't going 10 rounds. I'm not allowing it to go 10 rounds. I'm there to put my heart out, bleed, sweat, do whatever I've got to do to put him away, and put him away in good fashion.
Would you, obviously with Tom Dallas, he has got a lot of experience as well, and what do you make of his fight against Prince Charles Martin? Obviously, while he was with Steve Goodwin, he flew him out to fight Prince Charles Martin for some sort of, I think, was it a WBO, NABO title or something in America?
Some bullshit title. Just was what it was, wasn't it? A lamb getting fed to the slaughter. Prince Charles didn't really beat Tom. Tom beat Tom. Just got no backbone, got no arsehole. Do you know what I mean? Swallowed under pressure, got caught with a right hook, I think it was. Didn't really want to know afterwards. That tells me a lot about the man. And that's what he's going to do. Same thing on 11th. He's going to swallow. He's going to quit. Prince Charles Martin, he's a bum. He's a fool. And I'll tell you what I do. I fight him a week in between Dallas, if you want to, because he's on social media making a load of shit, calling people out that he ain't on his performance against Anthony Joshua. He ain't got no right to talk about no one. He ain't got no right to talk about fighting. Full stop. Keep on all the man's smoking too many drugs. He's what this sport don't need.
What do you make of him not turning up to the press conference the other day?
Gutless. You owe people like we owe members of the media as fighters. You owe people a certain. You're getting paid a purse to turn up to that. That's your obligation. Do you know what I mean? Now that tells me if a man can't look me in the eye 2 weeks before a fight, he's going to be in one of these. What's behind me? He's going to be in an 18-foot square with me, and he's got to look me in the face because I ain't going to give him room to not look me in the face. So I don't know what his theory is in that. If he's that intimidating, he don't get in trash talk. What does he want me to do? Kiss him better out every jab I hit him with? Because I don't want to be his mate. I don't want to be his friend. I want to severely hurt him. That's what I want to do. Yeah, but his theory is his theory. He wants to be respectful and whatever. There is respect, and I respect every man that gets in the boxing ring. That don't mean you're going to be friends. We're going to fight. That is it. There's no friends in fighting. There's no, you shake hands afterwards and you talk afterwards. But when you get into a ring and you're signed to fight someone, listen, me and Dominic are very good pals. We're very good mates. We both turn up and we both let our feelings out when we have press conferences. This ain't personal. This is a business. It's show business. That's what you got to do. You got to sell a fight. You got to and you got to let people know this ain't me being rude. When I say things about Tom Dallas now, it ain't me being rude, and people might take it the wrong way. It ain't. It's me being confident in what I can do and in what I'm capable of doing to him. Do you know what I mean? That's it. This is the fight game. Ain't fucking school. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to come and look at him. I don't want to see him until we fight. What's that? That shows a lot about a man. That's no backbone. And that's how I know he's going to quit. That's how I know he's going to quit on me.
How would you say this training camp has gone so far?
Brilliant. I've had the wealth of sparring. David Price, that young lad, Fabio there. Listen, he's something to watch. That kid is something to watch. Had brilliant sparring, brilliant preparation, no injuries, no niggles. I like to think that I'm looking well for where I'm at, and yeah, it's went as well as ever a camp could go for me.
Obviously, no one likes to look ahead of a fight, but let's just say you do pick up the big W and you do get the Southern Area title. Is there any particular names that you're looking at that you would like to fight against?
I'd like to fight DL Jones afterwards. I think that's something possible that's getting spoken about as far as I know. There's Dave Allen. I'll fight him if money's right.
For a possible Dorian Darch rematch?
If I can get that man out of Wells, I'll gladly beat him back there. He won't leave Wells. And I ain't going to listen, if anyone did you ever see that fight?
I saw the punch to the back of the head, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I got robbed at the fight. I didn't even get given a round. Do you know what I mean? And I put his face like a pumpkin. I got dropped in the second round, right? This is what happened. You know, like how these ropes are here behind me?
Yep.
I got caught. You get wobbled a little bit. Like, listen, I ain't lying. He got caught me with a good shot, but my legs dipped. But as I stepped back, my leg stepped between there, so I was trapped between the rope. And being the away fighter, I see the ref jump straight round on me. I thought he's going to stop it. So I thought, listen, be sensible, take the knee. I took the knee. I didn't get dropped. I took a knee. And then I looked at Mervyn. Mervyn's over there to call me a liar. If I was saying, I looked at Mervyn and said, I'm all right. Jumped up. I said, see you later to the round. I thought, because I knew I had the beating of him. Just went back, got on me boxing for the rest of the rounds. Boxed his head off. I couldn't have done no better. And then they shafted me, bent me over, greased me up, and raped me.
So obviously you've got other people in your heavyweight division. Andy Joshua fighting Vladimir Klitschko. What's your opinion on that fight, and what's the outcome of that fight in your opinion as well?
I think it's a banana skin fight for Joshua. I don't think it's a fight that, even if he wins, he don't win. Really, it's a bit sad, but it's the comeuppance for how people treat Tyson. I think, and I don't think anyone deserves any credit out of that fight. Really, don't be wrong, Tyson's made his own mistakes. What blah blah blah, whatever. That's down to him personally. But how he's been treated as a sportsman. Have a look at his arse. How he's been treated as a sportsman. Is disgusting. Do you know what I mean? He's outspoken, yeah. But let me put it this way: I'm an heavyweight myself. They ain't an heavyweight on the planet to beat him. He's too big, too strong. Listen, I'll fight anyone, and I believe I can stand and box with anyone in the world. But Tyson Fury is the world champion. Right? He's not been beaten for a title. He's had it taken away from him.
Well, he's actually still the Ring Magazine champion as well. Because you can only lose that if you lose in the ring. So.
Yeah, exactly that. Listen, he went and done the undoable, didn't he? He went to Germany. People should give him credit for that. Do you know what I mean? He's getting forgotten real quick. Unless he says something on Twitter or on social media, people don't mention him, and that's a shame. Do you know what I mean? It's all about Joshua. It's all about Klitschko. Klitschko got bashed up in Dusseldorf or wherever it was. Do you know what I mean?
Do you see him making a return this year?
I hope so. He deserves it. He deserves to listen. How he's been dismissed from boxing ain't fair. It ain't fair. So I'd like to see him back, and I'd like to listen. If he's to lose his titles, he should lose them in the ring, not how he's lost them. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I spoke to Peter the other day at BT Tower, and he said that Tyson's coming a lot stronger now mentally and stuff, and he's definitely on the mend. So, and he's looking well. He said it is quite likely he could come back this year. So hopefully we can
Hope so.
get him back.
Hope so.
There'll be some good domestic heavyweight fights out there, especially if he can get him in the ring with Joshua. That'd be a great fight. So.
Oh yeah, there's some massive fights there, aren't there? Some massive fights there, especially now. There's Joshua, there's Wilder. Some big fights there for him. If they fight. If they fight.
Did you watch Dillian White Chisora?
What fight?
It's a great fight, wasn't it?
What fight?
Who do you think won that fight?
Do you know what? I'm one of the few people who thought a draw would have been a fair decision.
Yeah.
But, and on art, real talking, I think Derek done enough to win.
That's what I thought as well, yeah.
Because Derek hurt Dylan a lot more than Dylan hurt Derek. Do you know what I mean? It was a both cracking fight and both boys laid it all out and they done well. But my personal opinion, how I scored the fight, I thought Derek won. But
I was hoping to get the rematch for that one because Eddie Hearn said that, and Dillian said he wants to kind of go down the Deontay Wilder route, which I don't know if that's a fight that he's ready for. Right, yeah.
Listen, I think that's down to them. What route they want to go down. Listen, Dylan's a sensible lad. He wants to go down the money route. Do you know what I mean? That's what route he wants to go down.
What's your opinion, obviously, after sparring David Price this week, you know exactly what he's capable of, he looks in great shape. What's your opinion of him fighting Christian Hammer and how that fight's going to...
He's going to make a massive statement on him. Going to make a massive statement on him. And people are going to see a very different David Price. Trust me.
Is this because of Dave Caldwell's effect as a trainer? Or?
I think it's a mixture of a lot of things with David personally, I think. Trainer, new setup. I think that's helped him mentally. The weight on him putting this weight on is helping him. He's a big, strong, powerful, awkward man who can box. He can box, and he's got a left hand like people's backhand. Honestly, he's got a brilliant jab. But yeah, I look to see him make a statement and move on quick. Dillian White, David Price, brilliant fight. That's a fight.
That'd be a great fight.
Brilliant fight. There's so many good fights domestically. You ain't even got to go overseas, really, have you?
Yeah. It's more where the money is as well in domestic heavyweights. That's what everyone wants to see, isn't it? So.
Definitely.
So obviously, I don't know if you know too much about him, but Frank Warren also announced another heavyweight signing in Daniel Dubois. He's a 19-year-old who's out of GB.
Has he not meant to have recently ironed Joshua out in sparring?
Yeah, apparently so, yeah. It's another rumours. Also rumours of Lawrence Okola apparently did that as well, but I'm not sure how true that is. But when you're that big and you can punch, anyone can punch, I suppose.
Listen, I've been hit by some of the biggest punches in boxing. Well, I have. And it's fucking heavyweight boxing that you can go over. If you fear getting knocked out, you're in the wrong sport. But there's a lot of rumours about his chin. Do you know what I mean? Also, a lot of men not been knocked out. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I've been wobbled. Everyone's been wobbled in sparring. You know what I mean?
There's also, he even admitted that David Price knocked him down in sparring as well, Andy Joshua.
Yeah, like he's not been hit on the chin yet though properly. Like Dillian White shook him up, I think.
Yeah.
Dillian White shook him up. I'd like to see him get. He's going to get tagged against Klitschko though. It's inevitable, isn't it? 2 6'6" men, both know how to box. I'd put Klitschko. If Klitschko can bring anything of the old Klitschko there, he's a better boxer than Joshua, technically. Do you know what I mean? And he can punch. Do you know what I mean? So this could be a banana skin for him, I think.
Obviously, it's no hidden secret that you're very good friends with Billy Joe Saunders.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got a win in December. It wasn't the greatest win we've ever seen of his, but he got the W, and that's what matters most. Obviously, there's rumours of him having a very big fight. No name announced yet. What's your opinion on Billy Joe Saunders, and what do you think you're going to get out of him in 2017?
Massive fight and a massive win.
Yeah.
Massive win. And he's going to shock a lot of people.
What do you think on his new appointment of Adam Booth?
I think it's a change he needs. I think Billy Joe needs that. He even said himself he's been going he's been going over stuff that he's neglected over the past few years. Do you know what I mean? That psychology that Adam Booth works with fighters, I think it could bring the best out in Billy Joe. Especially if Billy Joe trusts it and Billy Joe trusts is something what someone says and works with it. Realistically, you've only seen Billy Joe working off his own mind, really. That's what I think. Do you know what I mean? But what do I know? I don't know fuck all. But I think with Adam Booth, I reckon he'll going with. I look to see him in a super fight this year and win it. And listen, if he fights Golovkin, I genuinely do believe he will beat him.
There's rumours that if that fight does take place, it's going to happen in Golovkin's backyard. Do you think that could be a problem with trying to win the fight as well?
It's all how you go about business, isn't it? Just because it's in the backyard, I mean you've got to have Kazakhstan or whatever judges, do it?
Yeah.
It's how you go about business. But Billy Joe's a clever boy, he's a shrewd lad, do you know what I mean? He won't get buried into anything that don't make the right sense for him.
How many times are you looking at fighting this year?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I want to be out at least 6 times this year. I want a busy year.
Because you had a brief retirement, didn't you? And then.
Yeah. That was very very brief. I was just a bit upset with everything, really. Weren't upset at my loss. I was just I had some stuff going on, and that.
Happy to be back there?
Yeah. I just wanted meaningful stuff to be happening, and it's happening now, so I can move forward. And I want to be at the end of this year. I want to be knocking on the door for the British title. That's where I want to be. And it ain't non-realistic. 2 fights away, three fights away, and I can really put it out there for that, because there's no one else really about. Do you know what I mean?
One thing I'm a little bit confused about, I think Gary Cornish was meant to fight for a Commonwealth title back in September, but in Canada or something.
He's a drip, isn't he? He is, isn't he? Let's be right, he's a drip. Like, what gives him the right to fight for a Commonwealth? Has he even fought since he got ironed out by Joshua?
I think he fought 2 journeymen since then.
He's fought 2 journeymen since then.
In Glasgow.
That's the first I've heard of it. Like,
yeah.
That's. Do you know what I mean? Like, what gives him the right to do? I think people should have to be in. This is what I mean. Right, journeymen serve their point. Yeah, bring your fighters on. Yes, but come on. There's a good wealth of domestic lads here. This is what people get things built up. Oh yeah, a loss is the end of someone. Like, no, fight each other. And you'd find more people wanting to come to boxing shows.
Well, Tommy Gilmore said he was hoping to make him Scotland's first heavyweight world champion in Cornish.
World champion of what? He could be a world champion of something. Sucking knob, probably. Fucking world champion. He's like a scaffold plank in fucking boxing shorts, isn't he? He's fucking that upright and stiff. He's begging for a right hand. How's he ever going to win a world title? Listen, I don't know. I'm not ever going to delude myself about my limits, and he's more than welcome to have his opinion on me. But the day he wins a world title, I'll dress up as a woman for a month.
I think that's about it. I think we've pretty much covered every point there, haven't we? So yeah. Obviously you got your big fight coming up, Southern Area title. Going to strive to get your biggest win of your career and then move on to bigger and better things.
Definitely, move on.
And thanks for talking to PSC Sports again, Tom. We'll hopefully catch up with you before fight night, actually.
Yeah.
And then either way, we'll catch up with you after the fight.
All right.
And then we'll hear what you have to say then.
Definitely.
Right, take care and good luck.
Be brilliant. Thank you very much for coming down.